Well, good morning. And it is a morning because I just had mass insanity before I jumped on here. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Coach Michelle, looking a little crazy and wild this morning. And my goal is actually to help you reach your weight loss goal and stay there. Many times, most of us have been struggling with this process for a lifetime. We're overwhelmed. We want to reach that goal, but things get in the way. It's called the thoughts up here and the habits that we have that don't necessarily serve us. This week, I actually dropped my very first podcast, which is very exciting to me. And that podcast was about creating a craving for healthy. And I always hear how, I crave sugar and I crave sweets and I get started, but then I just want those things. And I totally get that. I love sweets. I have not given up sweets, even though I've been maintaining my weight loss for going on 7 years now. Um, but there are all these little tiny things that we can do that will basically make our weight loss a little more automatic and then keep us on track even when life goes crazy, which my life is crazy. I have dogs, kids, grandchildren on the way, one child in the Navy. I work a crazy, crazy job during the day. I have a husband. The world happens. COVID happens. I mean, this year has been absolutely insane, and my insanity started in December when my husband had surgery. So I get the insanity of life happening, but you can build these little tiny habits that become cravings that are a craving for healthy. One of the cravings I've built with trying to spill it all over myself is water. Speaking of, I need more this morning. Um, I can't start my day without drinking water. Do I still drink coffee? Yes, like my cauldron cup. I am kind of a holiday freak, so this is my um, thing for Halloween. That's, yeah, I think a month in advance. So how do you do this? How do you create a craving for healthy? It does not happen by trying to overhaul everything all at once. It happens by making teeny tiny changes and making those changes stick for a period of time. And I'm not going to say that it takes 21 days, it takes 30 days, it takes 6 months, because it's not the length of time, it's the number of times that you do it over and over and over again in order for that new habit to stick. Some of the cravings for healthy I have now are I have always been a stress eater. Have I completely eliminated that? No, when I'm hungry and stressed at the same time, I want food. But what I have done is I've changed it from what I call crap food over to my go-to is to grab a vegetable like a sugar snap pea, a carrot, something out of the fridge. And I now have the control to stop after a couple versus eating an entire box of donuts because I'm stressed. Or just because I went to the store and that was my habit, was I would pick up an entire box of donuts and eat them on the way home. So what I'm saying here is it is totally possible by making tiny changes and figuring out how you want your world to look once you reach your goal to hit your goal and have new habits that drive you. I was the kid that skipped PE class. I hated anything that remotely resembled activity. In college, I did not take anything that required activity. And when I graduated from college and had kids, I was pretty much sitting on my rear end constantly. And that was the person I was. Um, I've changed that. I now have a movement habit. I also found out after I lost weight, and it was after I lost weight, that I truly enjoy lifting weights. I really am not a big fan of of doing cardio to the point where I'm dripping sweat. I don't enjoy it. But I do enjoy lifting weights, which is awesome because I have this thing that I don't want osteoporosis like my mom had. And lifting weights helps prevent that. It's a preventative measure if you do it early enough, or if you do it after you have osteoporosis, it actually helps build bone. So I found this out after the fact. So, how can you use this knowledge that you can add little tiny things to your day that become a habit, that then become a craving? And really, what I have to say about this is figuring out non-scale goals and then figuring out little tiny things that actually support those goals. That is the process to creating the craving for healthy. Now, that was kind of the overview picture of what I talked about in the podcast. There's some more details in there on how you can do this. And if you actually go to wonderlandwellness.net, it will show up as the latest blog post. And I do believe that the link is in this post. If it's not, I will go add it. So on that note, I am going to send you guys off with love and hugs and the concept that you can do anything for 5 minutes. And it's the small, consistent steps that you take every day that are going to get you to your goal. And those small, consistent steps are those habits I keep talking about. All right, ladies, you guys have an amazing Friday. Enjoy your day and find your smile somewhere. I'm sure it's there. All right, we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.